Hey guys, my name is TangBang, and in this video I'll be telling you guys that how can you remove Max Payne from your back. Just kidding, I'm pretty sure you can read the title, so without further ado, let's straight in get to the plot. Now this game is really old, so I am using the gameplay from Max Payne 3. Now let's get started. The story is told in media res and consists of 3 volumes. Number 1, The American Dream. Number 2, A Cold Day in Hell, and A Bit Closer to Heaven. The game begins January 2001. New York City finishes experiencing the worst blizzard in its history. The intro sequence shows Max Payne, a renegade DEA agent and former NYPD officer, standing at the top of a skyscraper building as police units arrive. He experiences a flashback from 3 years ago. Back in 1998, Max returned home in New Jersey to find that a trio of apparent junkies had broken into his house while high on a new designer drug called Valkyr. Max rushed to aid his family but was too late. His wife and their newborn daughter had already been brutally murdered. After her funeral, Payne transferred to the DEA. 3 years later, Max is employed as an undercover operative inside the Puccinello mafia family, responsible for the trafficking of Valkyria. His DEA colleague Bibi gives Max a message asking him to meet Alex Balder. His subway results in a shootout after he encounters mobsters working for Jack Lupino, a mafia underboss in Puccinello crime family, attempting a bank robbery by breaking through from the station, working his way back to the surface. Max encounters Alex, who is killed by an unknown assassin. Payne, the media, and the fact that he fled the crime scene. Additionally, the mafia find out that he is a cop and want him dead. While searching for Lupino in business owned by him, Max busts a Valkyr drug deal and discovers the Russian mobsters Vladimir Lem is engaged in a fierce turf war against Puccinello's men. While searching, Max gets a phone call from a man named Alfred Woden, stating that the police have been tipped off as his location, and he escapes. Max eventually finds Vinny Gagnetti, Lupino's right-hand man. He wounds and chases Gagnetti through the city and learns the location of Lupino's hideout, a nightclub named Ragnarok. After gunning down the insane Lupino, Payne meets Mona Sachs, a contract assassin who pours him a drink which turns out to be laced with a sedative. In this state, Max is found by the mafia and is dragged away to be tortured. Max manages to escape from the mafia-owned slaughterhouse and enters a brief alliance with Lem. He agrees to kill one of Vladimir traitors Boris Dime and his men aboard the cargo ship Charon at the Brooklyn waterfront. The ship is carrying a shipment of high-powered firearms belonging to the Russian mob, which Max keeps in exchange for the favor after surviving a bomb ambush at the mafia restaurant Casa d'Angelo. Max uses the Russian weapons to storm the residence of Don Angelo Puccinello. There he finds the body of Lisa Puccinello, Mona's sister, and discovers that the Don is only a puppet. The Valkyrie market when the mafioso is killed in front of Payne by agents of Nicolo Horn. The ruthless CEO of Acer Corporation, Horn injects Max with an overdose of Valkyrie and leaves him for dead. As he experiences a drug-induced nightmare and suffers internal torment of his feelings from guilt for not being able to survive his family. After surviving the overdose and awakening, Payne pursues his only led to a steel foundry located over a hidden underground military research complex. Inside, he discovers that Valkyrie is a result of Valhalla project, an early 1990s US military attempt to improve soldiers' stamina and morale following earlier ladder experiments. The project was sharply halted due to poor results, but was later secretly restarted by Horn through Acer. He discovers that his wife accidentally found out about the project. Horn let loose the crazed Valkyrie test subjects onto his house. Acer initiates Operation Dead Eyes to get rid of evidence and witnesses, including the scientists. Max escapes the bunker in last moment, just as self-destructs. Max gets a call from BB, who arranged a meeting at an underground parking lot. At this point, Max has already figured out that there was BB who shot Alex and framed him for the murder. The meeting turns out to be an ambush and a running gunfight commences as Max chases BB through the garage. After killing the traitor, Max gets another phone call from Woden asking him to come to Asgard building. Alfred revealed himself to be a part of a powerful secret society called the Inner Circle, which has strong ties to the US government. The Inner Circle member informed Max about Horn's identity, but cannot pursue her themselves because their hands are tied, and ask Max to kill Horn in exchange for dropping any criminal charges against him. Suddenly, Asgard is overrun by Acer gunmen who kill everyone in the meeting room except for Max, who escapes, and Woden, who pretends to be shot. Max has to fight his way out of the building. Max arrives at the office of Acer Corporation and makes his way through the high-tech security building while avoiding strafing runs by a minigun-armed helicopter. Along the way, he runs into Mona again in an elevator, but Horn's men shoot her in the head. After she refuses to shoot Max, her body vanishes. When Max goes back to the elevator, at the top, Max confronts Nicole, who escapes to the roof and aborts the helicopter. Max shoots the guy wires off building antenna, which snaps off and crashes into a helicopter, killing Horn. The game's storyline arrives at the point where it first started. The NYPD ESU arrives at the scene, arresting Max and leading him out of the Acer building, where he sees Woden, knowing that Woden will ensure his safe passage through the judicial system. Max smiles. Anyways guys, that is it for this video. Stay tuned for the next part. It will be coming anytime soon next week. And by the way, I made this video in English because I thought that this game doesn't have the more appealing aspect towards Indian audience. I will continue to make Hindi videos in future for sure. That's the main thing that I'll do, but English will be something that I will do from day to day. Anyways, so if you like the video, please like it, share it, and if you didn't dislike it, tell me in the comments what you didn't like. And a big shout out to Yolo Molo for suggesting me to make this video. So until next time, keep on gaming.